Hints. Here's a hint for the homework in section 3.5, and this is problem number 1. Now what you're going to want to do on your homework is use a compass and a straight edge. I am just going to sketch it for you and tell you some hints as to how to go about it. Read the problem carefully. You're supposed to draw a line and then add a point that is not on the line. And then you are asked to construct a second line through the point that is parallel. Okay? Again, mine is a sketch, yours is going to be precise. But before you start working on constructing, have it in your mind what you want the finished construction to look like. The other hint that they give you is that you need to use the conjecture about alternate exterior angles or alternate interior angles. It doesn't matter which one you pick. In this conjecture you learned in chapter 2, but this is the big hint on this problem. If you go back to, if you remember, or if you go back to chapter 2 to look it up, this conjecture is telling you about a property of parallel lines, that a transverse line will give you congruent angles. So that is your hint about how to go about doing this. All right. When you are constructing, you can use, and I encourage you to do this, add as many faint pencil lines as you need to get to where you want to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is drop a transverse line in there. The angle of it doesn't matter. It's going to go away. It's not part of your eventual solution, but it is it's an intermediate step that will help you get there. Okay? The beginning of chapter 3, you learned how to copy an angle. There's only a couple things that you learn to do in constructions, and copy an angle is one of them. So your homework for the rest of chapter 3 is just how to apply this one new tool that you've learned. Remember, if we want to copy an angle, I'll take my compass and put the pointy end on point T, then drop an arc anywhere I like because it's just an intermediary step, and then I will move my compass to point A and then cross over there, and that gives me point B, which is the point that I connect to the vertex to have the angle. So if this is the angle that's been given to me and I want to construct a ray construct the same angle off of a ray, then I will stick the point of my compass into point T, drop an arc, then I'll move it and do the same thing in point R. That will drop an arc for me. Then I move my compass to point A where the arc crosses the line segment, and see how far away. I'm going to have to change the width of my compass to get that, and repeat it on the angle that I'm trying to construct, and that gives me the point, and 2 points give me a straight line. So if I have the point where these two cross and my original vertex, then I can connect those with a straight edge and make my angle. So on the homework problem, this is one of your angles. So this is the angle that you know. Here is your line, and this is the line that you want to construct. So if I take my compass and put the point here, drop an arc, do the same thing, put the point there, drop the same arc, so when I use my compass to drop an arc, then I will move the point of my compass either here or here, either one, it doesn't matter, and I will drop another arc. And when I put the point of my compass here and drop an arc, that gives me that that intersection, that gives me the point, and when I use the straight edge to connect it to my parallel point, or my original point, then I have my parallel line. So that is your hint for doing problem 1.